Hello there and welcome to Linux S2O, and this video guide is about a text expanding tool Espanso. So first in the video I'm gonna show you what it does, how you can use it and customize it according to your need, and later in the video I'll show you how you can install it in your favorite Linux distribution. So let's get started. So I'm gonna open up a text editor and here it is. So as I said, it's a text expanding utility tool. So what it does, it expands some output according to that triggered keyword. So what is a triggered keyword? Let me just type here one. So :date is a keyword that I can type and it will simply output the today's date, and this will work anywhere. I mean, I can open up the browser and type the :date, it will output the date there. So it doesn't matter where you are typing something, it will work the same way. It can not only output the date, it can also do other stuff. For example, if I want to output an emoji, so I can type the emoji keyword and it will output that emoji. I can also do other stuff. So whenever I will type the install, :install, it will output the installation command. So I'm not gonna do it over here. I'm gonna open up the terminal and I'll do it over here because that's way more sensible. So I can type here install and this will expand to the installation command for my distribution. Now you must have started to think like you can do anything with this tool. You can output whatever stuff you want. So for example, if you're a developer, you can output your code snippets. You can set up a particular snippet of code and whenever you type the triggering keyword, it will output that. Apart from that, it can also output your images. So for example, I can set up a particular image and whenever I will type the triggering keyword, it will output the image over there. So I'm gonna type here the keyword, that is logo, and as you can see, it has outputted the image over here. You can also execute your shell commands with it. For example, I have set the IP command, so whenever I will type the IP, it will output the public IP for my system. So these things it can do, and let me just show you what it can also do. For example, if I go to the official website for the Espanso, you can see it can do the smart typing. For example, it can output a particular text. So let's say I'm gonna type a particular trigger over here, so that is Espanso, and this will simply output the text that I've set there. You can also type your custom script over here. So you can type your script in Python, a Shell, or whatever scripting language that you use, and this will simply execute that script. It has emoji support, date and time support, and a code snippet support as well. If you are not able to find any particular use case, then you can always go to the packages section over here. So this is the packages section for Espanso. It's like extension. So you can install a particular package in your system and it will simply enable the functionality. For example, if you like the dad jokes, then you can install dad jokes package in your system. For that, you can simply type Espanso install and then the dad joke, the package name. This will simply fetch the package and install it in your system. Now it is saying you have to restart it. Now if I type a dad joke, it should print a dad joke. So you can extend the functionality using these packages available. You can also customize these packages if you want to, and you can also configure your particular triggers if you want. For that, you can check out the documentation and you can simply learn how to create a trigger and how to output something with that trigger. So I have set the image trigger. So for example, I simply check the image matches over here, and this is the trigger that I've added in my configuration file, and this way I can simply use this feature in my system. So you can find out the files, the configuration files for the Espanso. For that, you can type simply Espanso and path, and this will show the Espanso path. For example, here is the configuration path and here is the packages path. So you can go to the configuration file and add your own configurations. So let me just show you. So this is the path, the home, config, and Espanso. So by default, these folders will be hidden. You can simply unhide them using Ctrl+H and they will show up. So this is the file where I have made some changes. For example, I have added this line over here, and I have also added the image path and trigger, the logo trigger over here, so that it can output the image. And I have also added this line over here, call an install trigger and output this particular command. So you can configure it that way according to your need. Here is the packages folder for Espanso, and here are the packages that I have installed in my system. This one is a recent one. And if I go to the YML file for this package, you can see this is a pretty straightforward. This is the trigger, and this is the website from where it is fetching all the dead jokes. So this way you can configure Espanso in your system. Now let's see how you can install it. So for the installation, you can simply head on to this link I'll provide in the description. So the easiest way is to install through a snap. So if you have a snap support in your system, Ubuntu has it by default in some distribution as well, then you can simply execute this command and Espanso will get installed in your system. If you do not have a snap support in your system, then check out this guide. This will help you to set up the snap in your particular Linux distribution. After the installation, you can simply execute Espanso start and it will start working in your system. You can also install it in Ubuntu, Debian or any of their derivatives using the .dev file. So you can download the .dev file link I'll provide in the description as I said earlier, and then simply install the file and start the Espanso. Apart from that, if you're not using any Debian based distribution that does not use a .dev file, then you can download the archive file and execute this command and configure it in your system, and you are good to go. So this way you can install it in your system. If you have any difficulty in the installation or you are not getting how to install it in your system, then let me know in the comment section below. I'll help you to set up this tool in your particular distribution. So after the installation, you can easily execute the help command. So that is Espanso-h, and this would output all the available command that you can use. For example, to check the status whether the Espanso is running or not, you can type Espanso status and this will show the status of it. So this is the guide about Espanso. I really hope you find this guide interesting. So that's it. Hit the like to the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and I shall catch you in the next one. Till then, take care and keep enjoying Linux.